So I'm just doing something slightly different today. I've just got my headphones in, so I'm just wondering if you can hear the sound despite it going through my headphones. Like if it goes through both. If it does, then I'm just gonna use my headphones from now on. I just need to make sure it's working before actually. So I'm just doing a quick sound check. Don't think it is. I'm not 100% sure why. Audio output capture. Give me 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes, whoever's joined, and if this is working, then this will be the new setup. Because I can't hear as much audio lag as well when listening through this. Yeah, I think it's working. Let me know. Let me know whoever's joined if the sound's fine, and we're just gonna roll with this. Also, there's a lot to talk about. A lot of videos I've got planned that I'm going to be trying to do my best to move to 2 videos a day. So there's going to be one more coming out today. Let me full screen OBS. Where is it? There we go. Boom. So yeah. So yeah, just some minor things to talk about. Well, not some minor things, but shouts out the new subscriber Jonathan. Oh crap! Oh, that's close. All right, whoever fired that's in big trouble now. Where are you? You on a roof? Yeah, you're so on a roof. Give me that. Ooh. Who wants it, fam? Ah! These rocket launch guys are actually the most annoying. Oh my god. So you can... Ah. Vicious. Vicious hands. And so... some couple of updates to go through. One of them, I guess, is positive in a way, and the other two are just not. So we'll start with that, and then we'll start going through each of the stories. So we'll call it an hour from now. Just so you know, just because of the sound issues at the start. I need to really look at getting a mixer on for sound and stuff. I think that would help. Alright, so
another camera. Gotta be Black Cat.
Hopefully Alice and Monta and everyone else can join.
I'm visiting my other man. I hope so. But you should know bad boys aren't my type.
Well, that's just weird. I don't really like Black Cat. I think I've got PTSD from chasing her on Spiderman 2. But the suit she gives at the end of this is quite good. So there's that. I would have thought it'd be down there. Could be over here. But she's gonna rob some poor guy. Oh, this is so frustrating. I hate doing these so much. But yeah, they have to be done. It's just... oh, I buzzed through these when I did this first time round. That's what annoys me most. Is it here? No, it can't be down there. Gotta look for something shiny. There we go. Bingo.
Another cat. Why are you doing this, Felicia? You know I'm gonna catch you.
It's probably what she wants, Pete. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see, there's a bird here as well. So go grab that. So yeah, so we'll start with the two negative ones, and we'll end with the other one, I guess.
Oh, no, there it goes.
Damn, this thing's fast. So there's been an update for the Belly Majinga story, and so basically the person who allegedly spat on her has not been charged, and I'm at a loss to figure out why. So we'll start with what I've read so far, and then we'll go from there. And so what happened was the person who allegedly spat on her has not been charged with anything, and has not been charged with anything. And I'm just wondering why. Like the guy says he had coronavirus. She died of coronavirus. The only way to actually find out if he had it would be to do an antibody test. But I'm not sure if they can obviously force someone to take one. But I suppose if there were prosecutors in this case, they could goad him into it. But at the same time, like there was a police officer who was spat on and caught coronavirus as well. Oh, come on. There was a police officer who caught coronavirus someone from someone spitting on them. I guess it's more cut and dry, that story, purely because what do you call it? Obviously the police officer was there, like he was the victim. But at the same time, like if you can prove that someone was spat on, then you know it seems like a bit of a slam dunk. Like at least the minimum that the person could have got was an assault charge for spitting on someone. If you spit on someone, that's a criminal offence. So I don't get that. I really don't. And so this person who's committed this action, if they did actually spit on her, has gotten away with it. And it wasn't just her; it was her colleague as well. And so I really don't understand what the hell happened there. And so we've got an update. Oh, actually, there is one positive update. Actually, one slightly positive update. And so we'll go for there's an update to the Harry Dunn. Oh, I better stop this crime. There's an update to the Harry Dunn story where they're gonna take Dominic Raab to court, essentially, because there's been a text message that's come out which basically says that the Foreign Office basically said that you know, there's no reason why diplomatic immunity should be waived, and therefore they're not saying that she can go, but they're saying like she doesn't have to really stay. And so this goes directly against what Dominic Raab said to the I believe it was the House of Commons. So he might be held in contempt of the Commons for misleading the House. And basically what he said was they did everything they can, and they kind of didn't know she was going and stuff. But then they basically gave her almost gave her permission to go, by saying there's no point waiving diplomatic immunity. And apparently it wasn't a decision for the Foreign Office; it was a decision for the police. So I don't know the intricacies of this. I'm not a lawyer. This is not my area of expertise. But it'll be very interesting to see if anything does happen to Dominic Raab. Oh crap! Slow motion almost caught me out there. It'll be interesting to see if anything does actually happen to Dominic Raab over this. And so that's going to be interesting to see, because I know obviously Boris Johnson got taken to court over lying about the 350 mil on a bus. Then the court said, you know, like it's a non-issue, and I was obviously annoyed at that. But politicians are allowed to lie, and obviously like anyone was available to fact check him. He could have been fact checked at any point, which he was. So there's that.
Demons aren't just a street gang.
That's what I thought. Sit down, fools. And so there's that. So that's a slightly more positive stuff. I don't think anything will come out of it, apart from the fact that Raab will have to give out the information about what had happened. And so that one I'm going to be trying to do a video on this week. It'll probably be in a few days. Actually, wait, it's Thursday today. Sunday, I think I'll do the video on. Hopefully. And so there's an update to the Ahmaud Arbery story. You know, if you're following this, he essentially was the person who was. killed by those two lunatics, and so the I believe it's the camera person. He's been arrested for being an accomplice because he wasn't just filming it; he was also helping in the pursuit by helping them trap him.
Harry's really
And
invested in
so
preserving
the
his
video
mother's
from the
legacy.
lawyer is really
Who
weird.
can blame him?
I think they
He's
must
got
have got the
a
most
sharp
budget
eye
lawyer
and
they could have
impressions
got.
of nearby buildings.
And yeah, so I think that will do.
Seems to be caused by
And so
faulty
I'll keep you updated on that one.
I've got to break them
I
off
need to
before
do a
the
video on
pressure
that
gets
for
too
the
high.
update.
And the
Anyways,
building explodes.
I do a video for the update
The
on that
city
one.
will replace the regulators I break. There's no time to do this the polite way.
And so yeah, hopefully that will be done sometime this week. So I'll probably do all
Luckily,
three
the
updates.
regulators are on the exterior. A well-placed web shot should take them out.
Where are they? Oh, okay. Anyone in this building?
What do you bet Jameson's gonna lead his show tomorrow with a Spider-Man vandalizes building story? Can't leave any of them. Just takes one to cause a blast. Too many people in these buildings. No time to evacuate. It's up to me. Wrecking these won't cause any serious problems. The city can fix them easily.
So why are they there then? Is there any more? I think they're on the next building. Come on. Oh, got a message. Just give me 1 minute, guys. Oh, sorry about that. That's just important. Well, it's going to help me in a minute when I talk about one of the stories, one of the other stories I'm going to be talking about today. So let me just get through this. Come on, Pete. Iron Man would have done this way quicker. Oh, which one? I think that was meant to happen. Okay, that was supposed to happen. There's the next one. Spiderman probably isn't the best game to do live streams on, purely because it does require a lot of action, I guess, but it's fun. I think it's slightly fun to watch. It's better than like watching a blank screen. I have to think a bit more about the next game I do, which might be Far Cry, or possibly I might do Black Flag. Oh. Might do Black Flags. Black Flag is so much fun. Is that all of them?
Okay, better head to the roof and make sure the pressure's vented properly.
Okay. So, anyways, like I was saying, so there's the updates. So with the Piers Morgan video, I still haven't done that yet, and that's purely because it's taken me a few, I guess, weeks, you could say, to actually figure out which metrics to use. And so I asked, obviously, Georgia, because
Everyone's safe.
Because she's a lot smarter than me when it comes to these sorts of things. She's probably a lot smarter than me when it comes to a lot of things, to be fair, but it's not a high bar, in fairness. And so the kind of metrics that we set out were looking at the rhetoric of both. So basically, before I get any deeper into this one, Piers Morgan basically said that the way Trump has basically dealt with the coronavirus a lot better than Boris Johnson had. He's had these near at the start of the month. So the whole point of the video is just to kind of fact check him, I guess. And so I'll probably at him. I'll put that one on Twitter anyways, because that one I think hopefully will get some views. And so basically the kind of metrics that Georgia and I have set out is looking at the rhetoric of both people. So we know Boris said, you know, it's not a big deal and want to keep the economy open and all this stuff, because one country needs to be, you know, the Superman of the world and keep everything ticking along. But then Trump called it a hoax.
I hope nobody sees me doing this.
Damn it. Snuck past me. Got you.
Okay.
1034. Officers engaged with armed suspects. Multiple shots fired. Officers needed in God's Acre. Over.
Oh, come on. Huh. Wonder who did that. That's cool. I like that. So yeah, so we're looking at rhetoric, testing, obviously per capita, the lockdown. So you know, when did they lock down, and you know, were they how forced was the lockdown? Gonna look at the economic response as well. Actually, I forgot to write that down on my notes.
They're getting worse than Fisk ever was.
Sometimes it's better the devil you know, Pete.
Hold tight, officers. The web-swinging cavalry's here.
Okay, go Spiderbot again. That Mandarin before you're getting your ass handed to you. Oh, you hit your own boy there, bro. Tempted to live stream Resident Evil, but there's some racist crocodiles I can't be dealing with in Resident Evil 5. And I'm trying to get Slippy to help me like beat him, but like he's just being an absolute pagan. It won't help me out. Where's the last guy? One letterbox. Two letterbox. One.
Okay?
So anyways, so we're going to be looking at rhetoric, testing, lockdown, deaths per capita, the immediate response. Now I put masks for some reason. Oh yeah, I'm going to be doing a video on masks as well. So there haven't been enough studies done to find out the effectiveness of masks, but there is there was a request by, it might have been, it wasn't, I don't think it was Sadiq Khan, but someone in London, a higher up, saying that you know, masks should you know, people should start wearing masks basically. And so kind of like, even though they haven't done any definitive studies on the effectiveness of masks, they do say that it does help, even though they haven't done any randomized studies. Just like general advice during a pandemic. So I'll be talking about that.
Another camera.
Matt Hancock,
Cat, all right.
how expensive are these cameras?
Oh, poor Spider. I know I disappointed you when I couldn't go straight, but why mess with perfection?
Yeah, I really don't like Felicia. Okay, so was it this building? Oh, I was just there a minute ago. The controller vibrates when you're close, so that does help. You got to question how she has all this money to leave all these cameras kicking around. But I suppose she can collect them later. But I'm surprised she hasn't been robbed. God, I hate doing these so much. That spider suit is so cool though. Go through each building. It's over here. It's probably a more effective way to do this. If there is, I haven't found it, so. Stupid cat. It's riveting stuff to watch. Can't wait for Alice to watch this one back. No doubt he'll be very entertained by it. And Monta, if she also does me the kindness of watching this back. So shouts out to anyone watching this. God damn it, where? Stupid cat. I'll take that back. Cat's not stupid, but Black Cat is stupid. Where is this thing? Probably waste most of the stream looking for this thing. There it is.
There it is. I think they sell rare wine here. She's branching out. Gotta try and get ahead of her.
Cool. We'll get the bird and then do the building. We'll do a main mission as well. I'll try and do my best to do a main mission each time on a live stream. Purely because it's going to get really boring and then really way too exciting all in one go. And no one wants that.
Nice.
We'll leave the bird. We'll go do the main mission. I think this one's a difficult one. This one is not a fun mission. So yeah, so it moves us on to Matt Hancock, the alleged bust up. Obviously I haven't covered that one yet. That's another one I need to get on with. The alleged bust up, which is great. I'm not even surprised it's happened, purely because he's going to be the fall guy. No doubt Matt Hancock will be the fall guy for this. And so yeah, he's going to be blamed. The track and trace thing, they've moved a week early to kind of help bury the Dominic Cummings story, and yeah.
All units, we've got an assault in progress.
God, NYPD are rubbish.
Over.
And so oh, the audio cut out for a second there. Let me know, Ellis, if you do watch this back, what the audio's like. If it's bad, then I'm gonna have to probably buy a Windows key and then use the Windows audio mixer. You're a mook.
Great.
What do you mean? There's like 10 of you with guns. I'd rather fight these guys than fight the demons, to be honest.
I love laying out bullies.
So yeah, Matt Hancock being the fall guy, I love it. Love it so much. And so yeah, so this is one I've mentioned before, but I'll do my best to cover. Doctors buying their own PPE. So I know it's a slightly older story. I know the original article's from the start of this month, but I did find a GoFundMe which was basically aimed at getting doctors protective equipment, and I'm just like, wow, like, it's mad. You know, and I get there's a global shortage and all that stuff, but other countries have been managing to buy protective equipment, and we were short from the start. From the jump, we were behind. All back. We were off from the jump.
All units, 10:30 on an armored car. Suspects are wearing masks.
Oh, how responsible of them wearing masks. You know, I respect that. You know, this is pre-pandemic. You know, these guys wearing masks. Hopefully they're socially distancing as well. Like, the masks aren't as effective if you're not socially distancing. So we'll go have a look. You know, these responsible guys, and that they're demons. Okay.
Demons robbing an armored... Gentlemen, that is not how an ATM works. That's not even an ATM.
Ah. He's using some weird sonic boom attack. There you go. Manhole cover to the face. Oh, there's a big right-handed landed on me there. Oh my god, I'm getting lit up now. Christmas tree. Ellis roasted me last time for dying on stream. I'm gonna do my best to avoid that. He was 3 minutes in and I died. He put it in the group chat as well. Oh, come on, guys. Oh, it's them ones. I keep missing my electric webs as well. Have a seat, guy. So Hopefully some more people join. I never get who the second person is. Like, is it Subi or is it Kanan? Or who is it? Who are you? Mystery second person. You never reveal yourself. Get out of here.
Aren't just a street gang.
Okay, so Matt Hancock, Doctor's buying PPE. The Venezuela one I wanted to cover. I should have done that when it happened, but if you didn't know, basically there was some sort of like coup attempt in Venezuela with some sort of mercenary US force trying to kidnap Nicolas Maduro. I don't have any love for Nicolas Maduro, in all honesty, not for any dictators, and so they were gonna hold a coup and take him in, and they were captured by Venezuelan fishermen who have basically become the new Vietnamese farmers. So definitely throwing in that Yu-Gi-Oh meme format. Ooh, bag. Let's go get that. How much crime is happening in this city?
Please converge on Tenderloin. Over.
Isn't that like a cut of meat that people like? The amount of crime happening in this city is unreal, man. I suppose it makes sense that NYPD aren't doing their job properly with a incompetent guy in charge such as Cuomo.
Demons are getting bolder, engaging police in the streets now. Real talk, guys. The Destroy New York stick is getting old.
Ooh, that one's close. I'll take that. Okay, so before I get too distracted, this live stream stuff is hard. Is that more of them? Yeah, of course it is. Hello, more guys. Where's the last guy? Any more? No.
Fisk was a maniac, but he loved New York. The demons, though, seems like they just...
Oh well, Pete got cut off this time. So yeah, the Venezuela thing, yeah. So this one I'm gonna have to break into two different videos. Or three. I think I'll give it three actually. So there's the original George Floyd murder. Essentially, he was killed by police. There's no easy way to put it. Like there's a police officer who had his knee on the neck of someone, and I saw a tweet from John Jones where he basically said the police officer put enough force on this person, George Floyd, for him to basically live for about 6 minutes, and then he died. He said I couldn't breathe, and there's loads of people. He said I couldn't breathe, and the police officer didn't let off the restraint. Like, what? There was 3 men on him. What did you think this man was going to do? Like, are you dealing with like the Hulk or something? Like, he's going to break free. Is this Goku? Like, what is this man going to do? Do you think by letting pressure off his neck, do you think he was gonna spring up and end your careers or something? Like, what did you think was gonna happen? And the police officer, it just broke just before I went live. That one of the police officers, I think it's the one that had his knee on his neck, has been arrested. And so, oh man, I'm getting lit up here. And so, oh my god. So the original, I think it's the main police officer there. He was arrested, and so we'll see what happens there. Because I watched a video from someone called Secular Talk, aka Carl Kolinsky, and basically what he said was what prosecutors do is they'll make the charges like really high, like first degree murder or something like that, and then what happens is the guy, he'll get acquitted on that because they couldn't prove it. So if they try a manslaughter charge, which I know would be ridiculous purely because this should be classed as murder, to be honest. But if they go for a manslaughter charge, they're more likely to get it, And so it'd be interesting to see what strategy the whoever is in charge. Like we have the CPS in the UK. They have obviously I know the FBI or someone who will come up with the charges, or the Attorney General maybe. I'm not sure how the American system works. They have loads of people like with loads of different titles. I think it might be like the AG or someone like that. Whoever's Minnesota's AG. And so yeah, so there's that one. And so then there's the Klobuchar spin-off from this, where the police officer, when she was the, I think she was district attorney, that's the one, the DA. That's what they call it, yeah, the DA. So Klobuchar has basically been wrapped into this one because the guy who actually killed the police officer, not the police officer, the guy who killed, the police officer who killed George Floyd, had, I think it was 19 different allegations against him from people in the state. And so Amy Klobuchar refused to press charges against him and other police officers that had been accused of like things like murder and assault and things like that. So Klobuchar's chances of becoming VP have basically been tanked by this, purely because she failed to do her job as DA. And she can talk about how like,
or maybe I'm just a guy who doesn't give up.
And she can talk about how it's 2002, a different time there. It's like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You failed as DA to do your job, and had you done your job properly, had this guy been struck off and actually been tried for any of the alleged crimes that he did, George Floyd would potentially be alive today. So thank you, Klobuchar, with your big "I want to speak to your manager" energy. You absolute joker. And so
I think this gang.
we'll let this cutscene go, and then we'll.
Like over?
I mean, there's some loose ends still to be tied up, but
Loose ends.
well, a truck pulled away from the scene from a company called Consolidated Shipping. Something's not right about it. I just don't know what.
Well, maybe after this we can grab some coffee. Figure it out together.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Jim. Couldn't have said it better myself, but I'll try. We all know that Officer Davis is a hero.
But instead of coffee, maybe we could have dinner instead. I could come over. I'll cook. Or we could, meet at a totally neutral location for a completely normal meal, cooked by professionals.
For acts of extraordinary bravery, above and beyond the call of duty, it is my privilege to present Officer Jefferson Davis with the Department Medal of Honor.
Phone call, sir.
Kind of in the middle of something here, Jim.
Sounds urgent, sir.
Fine. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I share this honor with my family. My wife, Rio, and my son, Miles.
Big up, Miles. Shut up.
Without their support, I couldn't do what I do.
Yes?
I've worked many years for this moment.
Who is this?
Over the coming days, your company, your city, and everything you care about will be destroyed. People will beg you for help, but you won't be able to save them.
Listen, jackass. I get threats like this twice a
All
week.
the time.
Why don't you grow a pair and tell me what you want?
Come face me,
Watch
fool.
you suffer.
Surprised he didn't recognize that voice. Genuinely surprised. Spidey sense tingling. Where did this guy suddenly get a vest from? That's the thing I don't understand. Like, how did it just appear? That's a big boom.
Get down!
That was a big boom. Ah, so that's something like Call of Duty, the way they did the shot. It's pretty good.
Miles! Miles! Are you
Well, this didn't go too well. Yeah.
Miles! Miles!
We'll let this guy, then we'll carry on talking.
Thank God.
Can
you hear me, baby? Can you hear me? Here. Squeeze my hand if you can hear me. Stay here. I'm going to find your father. Peter. Peter, wake up. Come on, say something, please.
35 minutes. Alright, so we're almost through the stories to talk about. Hey, Spidey, get up. Get up, Spidey.
Mom! Oh, this is crazy.
Can't remember which way to go.
Whoa!
And so yeah, let's just carry on. It does get a bit dicey, this mission, in a bit.
Mom? Mom!
Oh crap, press the wrong button. Come on, bruv. That's it.
Hurry.
Damn it! Hurry! Think. Flipping! Got her! Are you okay? Nice going, kid. Are you okay?
Yes. Are you okay?
Alright, Mom.
The family's back.
You sure you're okay?
Got to put the sign on the door about live streaming, so.
I'm gonna be alright. I'm gonna be alright.
Alright, Lisa.
I love you.
I have to go find Dad, okay?
No, wait. Miles, no. Miles, no!
It's hero time.
Dad's in there. I'll find him.
Miles! Baby! Stay
This is incredibly dangerous.
Please!
Dad's alive. I know it. He was right there.
He was up there.
What the hell?
That's a big drop. Right, we'll carry on talking after I've got through this bit, because that's where it gets really dicey. Genuine looks like something out of Call of Duty at this point. The broken glass. Oh god. I forgot how grim this bit was, to be honest. Oh, I've got some analog drift, need to watch out for that. Can't actually remember which way to go.
Gotta find a way around these guys.
Okay, here we go.
Can't cross yet. Okay.
I'm also surprised that explosion. Oh god. I'm amazed that explosion did as much damage to Pete as well. I'm sure it's this way. Just God. 20 minutes left. Hopefully get through this main mission. Probably why it's best off streaming side missions, to be fair. You don't get distracted. Okay. Dude, you want to just turn around?
Dad was right there. Gotta help him.
You just like, dude. That's it. Oh crap. I don't know how my guy did not see me there. Just gonna run for it. Gonna run for it. Boom! Oh, that was a dirty kick, bruv. That was a dirty side. Wonder Boy would have been proud of that counter there.
No. Stop. No.
Enough. We have to leave now.
That's what I don't get. I don't get why Martin spares him. That's the bit I don't understand. Obviously, it's for plot reasons, but like in the game, I don't understand why.
Dad.
I don't know why Martin Lee spared him there.
Dad. Dad. Dad, no. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
That was pretty heartbreaking. Not gonna lie. So anyways, carrying on. So kind of spawning off from the George Floyd murder was there've been a lot of riots in Minneapolis, and I'm always torn on rioting because I don't believe it's the right thing to do, but at the same time, you know, I think as Martin Luther King who said, riots are the way the unheard speak, and so had action actually been taken, and obviously someone, you know, had the officers been arrested over this, I don't think there would have been riots or as strong riots, especially because these originally started off as protests and the police started firing rubber bullets and tear gas. So the police response to this was not the best, especially considering that when the state capital, I believe, of Michigan was taken over, police did nothing. These guys came in with guns, and you could argue that, you know, the situation got really messy. If the police started firing, a lot of people would have died. But at the same time, why are you firing tear gas and rubber bullets into peaceful protesters?
I'm sorry for your loss.
But when it comes to armed ones, you guys back down.
Do I know you?
And things, I think.
I'm Peter Parker. I was at City Hall when... Look, I know you don't know me, but I just wanted to say...
I know what you're going through. That's what you were gonna say, right? Or it all gets easier with time.
It's true. These are cliches that are really not helpful.
Don't worry. It's part of God's
That's
plan.
probably the most annoying one.
I'm sorry. I was just trying...
Trying to help. You know.
I'm sorry about that. I don't know what I'm gonna do with him.
Alright, 40 minutes in. Almost finished with the stories to talk about, so... Hopefully the audio is all good. I will buy a Windows key so I can adjust the mixer and stuff. So that's on the to-do list for this week. They're not that expensive.
I'm sorry, Jeff.
I'm busy. What's up?
Have you started looking for Martin Lee yet?
No. I told you I can't start a manhunt based on a hunch from Spiderman.
But I'm telling you, he's the guy.
Get me some solid evidence and we'll talk.
Police officers and evidence.
Solid evidence. Right.
Yuri, I'm the guy.
Hey, it's me.
Hey. So, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking I screwed up.
Tacos or curry?
And that kid lost his father.
Oh.
I know you too well to say you should give yourself a break. What about the police? Do they have any leads on Lee?
They're not even looking for him. Even Yuri doesn't believe me.
Then it's up to us to find him. I've been doing some research. Go to this address. Martin Lee bought a controlling interest in this recycling center last year.
You think he's hiding out there?
Maybe. We know he's not at Feast. If he's not at the recycling center, maybe you'll find some evidence as to where he might be.
Yeah. Good work, MJ. I'll let you know what I find.
Oh, one more thing. I talked with a detective about questioning the arrested demons. They're all claiming Martin Lee has the power to, quote, corrupt people.
So
Corrupt? What does that mean?
They say it's sort of like mind control. It brings out the negative part of you. Makes you do things you wouldn't normally do.
Sounds a little far-fetched.
This is coming from a guy who can run up walls.
So they know it's Martin Lee because the detective said that all of Martin Lee's groupies said that he has magic powers. So you must know it's him.
Supposedly, Fisk made his fortune selling these spices. I mean, they're good, but not that good.
Ah, 3% sodium, you know. Okay. Oh crap, what is this? Come to £40 runs, give me £5. Does include badminton. Best have got me the stuff I wanted. Cheeky caramel. Shopping list of stuff my brother bought. Hello, friends. Oh, right, I rolled up like most of the gang doing that electric shock. To send some money to my brother for shopping. I think I owe him from last time as well, which is a pain. I need to concentrate on the task at hand. Sucker. Oh. You have no honor hitting a man in the back like that. Ole! Boom! Gotcha.
Demons aren't just a street gang. Pigeon target acquired. Don't fly away, please!
I say, Pete, birds don't like me. Oh, just missed it. Phenomenal.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, it's led to riots. I don't believe in rioting, but at the same time, like, there were many people who protested peacefully, and the police were like, and police and like other people like, nah, bro, not on our watch. So I know, obviously, what's her name, man? Not Laura Ingram, Tommy Lauren. That's the one. She was like, you know, I don't understand why Kaepernick has to protest and all this stuff. You know, he's protesting the flag when he wasn't protesting the flag really. He was protesting against police brutality, and she was like, oh, you know, he needs to tell me what he's protesting. It's like, I think it's very obvious what he's protesting. He even said it multiple times, and you're like, nah. So those sorts of people, like, when you ignore
Spider crisis coming through.
when you ignore like victims and people that have been victims of police brutality, it's not just black people, it's anyone.
On Jefferson Davis, and it made me wonder, how's his son Miles doing?
Not good. Here's your stuff.
Oh, hello there, good sir. This gang man down. They left a lorry.
There's a bomb in the truck. Gotta disable it.
Oh crap. Okay, that was close. Okay, so spawned off Rise, and obviously that
Bomb on the
that
bus? What was it called? Fastness, super.
Speed. It was called Speed. I think that's the film I was thinking of. That's a good film actually. Speed. I like that film. Where is it? Up here.
Attention all units. We have confirmed reports of an
Oh.
active bomb.
Okay, back. Like I was saying. Not good. I've been there. The loss is all you can think about.
He needs something to do outside of school. Maybe a part-time job?
Or a children's
It's not a
card
bad
game.
idea, but it has to be the right job. Something that makes him feel useful, like what he's doing matters.
Stopping people from going to the Shadow Realm.
Feast.
MJ, that's perfect. I'll talk to May about it.
That's what I'm here for.
Aunt May Pete. Swear, white people. Oh.
Spiderman, thank God. Demons have rigged explosives all over the building, but we can't get close.
Point me at him, officer. I'm here to help.
We've located the primary device. If you can disable it, it'll cough up an arming key. You can use that to locate and disable the secondary device.
Oh crap.
Got it. Keep your men back. I'll radio when it's clear.
Start with the web bomb.
Not again. Not on my watch. All right. Time to get that arming key.
Oh,
Trigger's
come on.
wired in series.
Oh, I've done this wrong already. Oh, come on. Oh, right, okay, I must have to go down to go back up. Oh, my brother's calling me. Okay, here we go. Boom. One sec. Sorry, my brother's calling me. I'm just gonna mute the mic quickly.
That did it. One down. Secondary bombs are on a timer, though. Gotta hurry to disarm them.
Nice work up there, Spider-Man.
Just another day in the life. You and your men take care, officer.
Sorry about that. My brother called me, and obviously I have to answer just in case like it's anything important. Need the recipe for my pasta bake, which is it's pretty good for what it is. Really bad for you, but it tastes pretty good. So yeah. Anyways, so yeah, George Floyd was killed by the police officer. Klobuchar's going to be in trouble over this one, no doubt. I'm hoping, depending on which viewpoint I'm going to take on this. Obviously, I don't want her to be VP because she's bad policy-wise, but if she does become VP, oh boy, she's going to get grilled over this, man. So that rules her out of the potential people I would want as VP. Also, I wouldn't want Warren for a multitude of reasons. I'll probably do another video on that one. Why Warren's a bad choice for VP. And so, yeah, so riots. So Boris lied about the Northern Ireland border. So basically, Boris said as late last year, he said that there will be no checks on the island of Ireland and on the sea, in the Sea of Ireland, and that if anyone asks you for a test, you can call me.
Place is crawling with demons.
And you can put the papers in the bin.
These guys out.
But then it came out that obviously there's going to have to be checks because they need to know where the stuff being imported into Ireland is going, whether that's going into the Republic of Ireland, which is obviously in the EU, and the Northern Ireland, which is obviously still going to be part of the UK. For how long? I have no idea how long that's going to be the case for. And so, yeah, so Boris lied, and that's another one. So here's another one. A kid was stabbed. You know, I think he was. Well, I want to be careful. Actually, I'm not going to say what exactly happened, but it's something to the county lines, and so for anyone who doesn't know what county lines is, it's about something to do with drug deals. I'm not being looked at. Something to do with drug dealing across county lines. So if you think of Northamptonshire, it's a you have the it's a county. The system we have in England is weird because you don't really think about that. But yeah, Northamptonshire is a county, and obviously you have multiple counties throughout the country. And so what the county lines thing is about is basically they'll do people do drug transportation across counties. It makes it more difficult for the police to deal with things because you have to communicate with police officers in other districts essentially. So if, like, could you imagine if you have drug dealers in London transporting something to Manchester? So if the police in say London think something's going on, and obviously they miss the person, say they take, you know, a train or a car or something like that, then it's going outside of sort of, I think it's the jurisdiction of one police force, and it goes into another police force. I'm not 100% sure on how it works, but if people fall through the cracks essentially. And it's a story where I'm gonna have to do a lot more reading on. It's covered in the article, so I'm gonna read the article. And basically, the kid, he was on a moped and he was stabbed. It was brutal, to be honest. And yeah, it's definitely one where I'll do my best to cover as soon as possible. To be honest, I've got to follow the cables. Stop doing this to me, game.
High security lock. They use these on banks, not recycling centers.
Let's see.
Maybe if I can find where it gets its power from.
It's like somewhere. What's he doing? It's like this. Cannot remember. Is it over here? There it is.
Huh. They've been working on their power systems.
No, it's not that one. Oh, it's going to take me a few minutes to figure out. So, that's one.
Looks like I could override the circuit. Need my electric webs. Well, that did something. It looks like the circuits need a little more juice.
Someone say juice.
There. Looks like the circuit's still stable. Maybe there's another junction box close by.
Bro, you can't climb over barbed wire. It's not here. Where is it? It's on the other side. Is that the first one? Okay, that's the first one. There it is, over there. Which bit am I meant to hit? That's
Gotcha.
what I've done it.
Almost there. One more box should do it.
One more. Oh. Okay. You would think they'd be closed off, but they're not.
That's it.
And so, yeah, just finishing off on that one. Before I get distracted again, my attention span is short. So Jaden Moody was killed on a moped. It was. It's not. I'm not going to say it's the kid's fault. He's 14-year-old kid. He got groomed into drug dealing, just like a lot of kids do. There was a video that I watched, and basically it talks about how the grooming for drug dealing happens, and it's just like the guy he'll flash the cash and be like, oh, you're my boy and all this stuff, and like he'll buy him stuff and things like that, and then the kid, like whoever it is, gets pushed into dealing drugs for these people.
Oh man.
It's not it's not
Lots of high-tech equipment. Maybe later I can recycle this stuff into some weapons of my own. These must be where they're planning to attack. Wait, these are Osborn campaign offices. All the paths originate from the same address. Guns from Fisk's armory. Truck bombs? This is crazy.
and it's the last one.
Explosives from Fisk's construction site. This wasn't a gang war. The demons were stealing from Fisk to go after Mayor Osborn.
Hey, did you find Lee?
No, but you were right. Lee's using this place as a front for the demons. Bomb making, gun running.
Oh my god.
And it looks like they're planning another attack. This time on Norman Osborn's campaign offices.
We must have some kind of beef with Norman Osborn.
I found here. I think it's their staging area. If I hurry, I might be able to stop them.
Alright, we'll do some side missions and then You're Hard to Love, JJJ at Home. I think that's Jameson. Don't have to do this one, do I? There's side missions. Yeah, we'll go do some side. There was a Black Cat mission up here somewhere. It's not coming up on the map for some reason. I can't figure out why.
Yuri, it's me.
Make it quick. I'm busy getting yelled at by my boss.
Martin Lee and the demons are planning another attack, this time on Norman Osborn's campaign offices.
Are you sure? We've had a lot of false leads in the past week.
Trust me on this one. I'm sending you the address of a recycling center. You'll find all the evidence there.
Got it. I'll get those campaign offices evacuated. But if you're wrong about this, you're gonna help me find a new job.
Probably the funniest bit. Like, Yuri has good banter. Not gonna lie. I think it really wants me to go do that mission. Actually, not screw it. We'll go do it. We'll go do it. It's not gonna let me do any major side missions. So, anyways, as I was saying, so I read the article and basically saying there's no way of helping. There was no way of helping him. Essentially, and that you know the systems in place weren't just not they're not enough, they're not adequate. I'm not sure if that's the way of certain people trying to say that, oh, you know, it's not our fault, the system for helping kids isn't working, because he was found to be in a drug den essentially, and his mother is, I think she's homeless, she's living on other people's sofas waiting to be rehoused, and so the kid was living, I think, with his grandfather, and these are things I'm going to have to fact check obviously whilst reading the article. It's just a horrifying story of the thing that can happen to a lot of kids out there, regardless of their race and of their gender. I know Hollyoaks is doing a good story on county lines and things like that, and it was in Top Boy. It was in Top Boy as well, season 4, where essentially they got one of the kids to go deal drugs. I think he went all the way to Manchester. And so what they do is they give him like a small cut of the money, and obviously these kids are poor. So if you make say 2 G's out of doing a drug deal, and you pay the kid like £200, he'll see that's the most money the kid's ever going to see, and so they'll keep doing it purely because the small cut is so much money to them. And there was one video I watched, it was a couple of years ago, where basically
Consolidated shipping. A lot of guys. I should try to do this quietly, but also with style.
them's the rules, quietly but with style. Oh yeah, this is where I get the new gadget.
I can use that stuff I found at the recycling center. Nice. Love using bad guys' own weapons against them. And that, my friends, is what karmic justice looks like.
Nap time.
Need to get out. Stick him on the wall. Oh, I can't stick him on the wall. Okay, I'll clear this. I'll clear this area first, then we'll move on to the next one. There was some dude around here. Where is it? There it is. Of course, he's not going to see that. Hello. Live. Yeah, I know. I forgot to put it up. I thought you guys would be out longer, and I thought it'd be finished quicker as well. But it doesn't matter that much, anyways. Boom.
Sleep it off.
That came to £10, didn't it? Rather than paying 20 something online.
It's quite cheap, isn't it? Yeah, that's a good purchase. Who's it for? Alright, cool. I'll sort you out in a bit, yeah? £10 for a badminton set. It's not bad. Is he safe? Alright, cool, got him. I've put the sign on the door for live streaming. Doesn't matter. And so, yeah, I'm going to be covering that one as best I can. It's not a race thing, because I know the guy. I saw a picture of one of the people who was involved, and I think he might be Turkish. I'm not 100% sure. And so those people who think black is part of black culture, it's not. It really isn't. And so crap. The guys in this game are way dumber than the ones in the Arkham series. I'll tell you that for free. Sleep tight. Shoot. Oh, it's a brutal head kick. And so, where am I going?
Lee's not out here. Better check inside.
Good thing I stopped this when I did. You could blow up half of Manhattan with this stockpile.
Serious? Okay, here we go.
Huh. Invoice from an auto shop. Pale Horse Rides. That's one expensive tune-up.
What else can I find around here?
They have bases all around the city.
Oh, cool. We'll do those later. Or by later, I mean like sometime next week.
This is bigger than I thought. Looks like the demons have an army.
Oh, this is where it gets really annoying.
As if one deadly glowing whip wasn't enough.
I would scrum.
I don't know what I was expecting, but it was definitely not this.
Hello, more guys.
Hey, MJ. I think I stopped the demons' attack on Osborn's campaign offices.
Nice. Did you find Lee?
No, but I found something we should look into. A place called Pale Horse Rides.
Sounds familiar. I'll check it out and get back to you.
So, yeah, let's keep going. Finish this mission, then we'll carry on. Got a thick one, yes I do. Get him, Robo Spidey. Boom.
Copy, Silverbird. We're descending to location.
I hate these guys so much.
Safety's off.
Well, this is new.
No. This one's mine. All right. I'm executing this son of a...
Hey! That's not how we do things. Down. Down.
Code SM1.
Whoa. Before we do this, who the hell are you guys?
Code SM1. Code SM1. Holding for orders. Copy Code SM1. I have a visual. Hold for Silverbird.
I hate code names. She's really annoying. Like in this part in the DLC, she's fine.
Nice entrance. Solid 8 out of 10.
So Deadpool. Should have gave him a Deadpool suit. That would have been quite fun.
9 out of 10.
Release him. He works with us.
Tell him, Yuri.
Yuri, explanation, please?
This is Silver Sablinova, head of Sable International, a private security force. Paid for by Mayor Osborn.
So the mayor has a pet army now?
You could have bought better
Next time you
mercenaries.
get in my way, I will not be so gentle.
Go.
She's so
We'll
hitting
talk
on him.
later.
All these chicks after Spiderman. What a guy. How's the string going? Oh crap.
Hey, sorry about that Sable thing. I should have told you earlier, but
Oh,
it
the
all
second stream
happened
is
so
gone,
fast.
so there's that.
It's
Someone
okay.
disliked my video.
We're still best
What the
buds.
hell?
We're not best buds.
Who would do that?
That took a dark turn.
Who?
Anyway,
Why?
Sable has the mayor's ear and unchecked authority. We
Which-
searched that address you gave me, found plenty of evidence of a bomb plot, but nothing that leads back to Martin Lee.
What?
I'm working on that.
Bro, this is building.
Hey, MJ.
Hey, so I dredged up some records on Martin Lee's other business holdings.
Sorry, MJ. Just gonna look for some buildings to do.
He's got places all over the city.
Huh. The locations line up with a map I found at that shipping business. I'll check them out.
Let me know what you find at each one, and I'll work on building a case.
You got it. I'm headed to Lee's office at Feast to see if I can learn more about why he's doing this. And what he's got planned next.
Okay, say hi to May for me. Wait, you don't think she's in danger, do you?
No. Lee's only got one target on his mind. Norman Osborn.
No, looks like I'm going after bed. Who disliked my live stream? What?
Pigeon knows the city better than I do.
Why would you do that? Is the quality bad? Like, it looks fine on my phone. Why you people gotta be like that, man?
Missed another call from Doc.
Peter, I wanted to make sure you're still available. I can't pay you yet, but I've pulled enough strings to keep the wolves from the door a bit longer. If we can get up and running, I know this new version of the project will attract investment.
The thing is, Lee's got money. I don't know why he didn't get Lee just to fund it.
Doc. Okay.
If Martin Lee has so much money, I don't get why he couldn't fund it. And I've got 2 messages from Kayla. Oh, I'll reply to him in a bit once the stream's over.
This is Sable Control, requesting sit rep on our position in Seaport. Control, demons are attacking...
And that's why Jonah paid me the big bucks.
Pretty good picture, to be fair. I do say so myself. Surprised Sony didn't put in more brand advertisements for their own stuff, like Sony cameras and stuff. They did it a bit in the film, and obviously Dell put a big sponsorship in for their XPS laptop, which was alright. I guess it wasn't that bad. It wasn't it wasn't thrown at us massively all the time. Anyways, almost going to be over. We've got one more to catch. We'll go and do some more buildings, and it's almost there. And there's a well, they didn't say it's an anonymous NHS worker, I think, who wrote an op-ed in the Guardian saying that they fear a second wave because they're already burnt out, and I'm not surprised, given that people are flouting, you know, lockdown rules, going to castles for eye tests. You can meet 6 people as long as you're socially distant. People ain't going to socially distance. And obviously the point of like, what if you know, everyone goes to someone's garden, you need to go to the toilet, what then? And so it's going to be chaos. And there's a bag here which I missed. And so the second wave, like European countries haven't been hit because they've lifted restrictions a lot less. They have much more responsible citizens.
Terrorists are assaulting officers. Shots fired. Available officers, move on the financial district.
Oh, well, district, I don't really want to help.
The infamous dumpling recipe. Should have come with step 10. Try not to burn everything in MJ's apartment.
Yeah, I remember Babish made that recipe. It's pretty cool. Go do one more. Which one should we do? We'll go stop the criminals. That's more entertaining. Start off with the big web bomb. Actually, no, we'll go with the trip bomb.
Demons are getting worse than Fisk ever was.
It's not as effective, so I need that to be it.
Okay, kids. You can't play nice. You lose your armor-piercing toys.
That line cracks me up. Oh, I can't be asked to deal with him now. Oh my god. Sounds like he wants the special treatment. Where you go? So you can. Oh, I hate these guys, man. Stupid area attacks. Not fair, I tell you.
Demons are down. I'll let you take it from here, officers.
Come on, NYPD, do your job. And so yeah, I think we'll leave it there. I've covered a lot of stuff in this live stream. So if we recap, updates to Harry Dunn, Belly Majinga, and Ahmaud Arbery. So we've got some metrics for what to cover with Piers Morgan, his take on, you know, America dealing with the coronavirus better than the UK, which is a joke. Matt Hancock, the alleged bust up. Doctors buying PPE. The Venezuelan coup. George Floyd's murder. Subsequently the police officer being arrested. Hopefully that's the case. Is breaking. Amy Klobuchar, basically her chance of being VP dashed because of that police officer's actions, and the murder of George Floyd. The riots, Boris lying about Northern Ireland, Jada Moody being killed, county lines, the lack of the system trying to help him, obviously the second wave. So again, shouts out to the new subscriber. Whoever disliked the video, you're not a good human being, and yeah, I think I'll leave it there, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Yeah, we'll leave it here. Quit. Hopefully we'll leave it here, and yeah, thanks for watching.